Let me check the other browser, man. Let's see whether.
Yeah, but we live, man. Welcome to another exciting episode of Bamboo Street, baby. And we've been up for me, I've been up for 48 hours. We're going strong. So I gotta put some shades on because my eyes can't take the light. Ain't that so funny? What's up, Walter?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. 1 minute. Let me mute the other side, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what we doing today,
Yeah.
though?
All right. So we got 4 interesting topics today. We're
Mm-hmm.
going to talk about the WNBA incidents going on. We're also going to tackle the what's the name? Lee Otto. They came out with their crash test that took over the world,
Okay.
and yeah, the video you sent me about it. What's the name? The student loan debt.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, we're
You
gonna
found.
talk on the student loan debt,
Oh, you found.
and we're gonna watch a video on a billionaire giving some financial advice. So,
All right, man. Then go for it, man.
for topics. So first, we're gonna start with the WNBA. Since this is current, I have a video I want to play you. For some weird reason, the videos are not really clear, but hopefully you can. I'm gonna add it to the stage.
Just flew in as the free
Okay.
throw was being made. And it looked like that hit a player too.
The women are laughing though.
Yeah, they are laughing. They are laughing.
Wow, that one was funny, man. She was like, mine is bigger than that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is
but uh,
crazy.
but the green color is kind of freaky though, you know what I mean?
It is freaky.
That
And
was
every incident is different colors. It started with gray, then went to brown, then lime green, neon green, or neon green, they call it. This is
Mhm.
wild. This is wild. But I think overall it's a good thing for the WNBA though.
Yeah, because to me it's like when this kind of things happen, it brings like more attention to the sport for them. Is
Hmm.
like they say like a lot of people tend to watch female sports not for the sports but for the entertainment behind the
Yeah,
sport, like for all the other different kinds of action. So like with that
yeah,
happening, I'm sure like normally a lot of people don't watch women NBA, but they tuned in just to watch that highlight. And
yeah,
it seems like that's the highlight of the whole game, you know. It's like no one talking about, oh, what happened in the game. Everyone is talking about that guy who threw that, you know.
yeah, yeah. It is, it is wild. And one of the ladies like that could have really hurt us. I'm like, no, there's no way the deal is gonna hurt you. So they try
Yeah,
to play a sympathy card already. I'm
it's
like, guys, just lean into it, man. Just lean into it, and maybe who knows, right?
yeah, it's a rubber one though, so it's cool.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
to say it was a metal one, you know. They have the metal one that they use.
yeah. I'm like, why are they don't leaning into this? Like the WNBA can everybody know, like majority of the players are they swing the other way anyway, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it could be a publicity for you to start merchandising these things, like find a way, get a sponsorship from one of these companies.
But then you know that the NBA itself, they don't like to really, really promote
Yeah.
that kind of thing. The only in China I see they're promoting stuff like condom. Like every
Yeah, I was
time,
like, that took me by surprise. I'm like,
whenever some basketball show or whatever showing, they always promoting condom. It's like
yeah,
it's only those guys who play sports, like they like to have sex or something like
You're
that.
honey
Because
like a
normally,
motherfucker.
normally like other shows, they don't promote condom like that. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yo, this is crazy, man.
This is indeed crazy. So, but then the apparently it's a it's a crypto company making a promotion. So so they interviewed a guy and he was like, yeah, it's one of my marketing ploys. So after I did it for a couple of while, he gave an interview to Yahoo News. He's like, yeah, I just did it to promote a new crypto company I'm launching. So I'm like, that's weird. Crypto and dildos don't go together. But hey, he got the publicity. So because everybody was waiting to see who is actually doing this. So
But I heard the first person who did it was a kid.
yeah, so the guy is just how would I put it? He's just giving out like he's apparently paying people to do it.
Oh wow. So
Yeah,
some big guys paying kids or whoever, random people to do it.
yeah,
And this kid,
yeah,
oh, you give me money to do that, I'll do it.
yeah.
Okay. So that does that mean he's banned from not only the women NBA but also from all stadiums? Or
Yeah, no, because after the interview, they wanted the guy to reveal himself, but he'll never reveal himself because he doesn't want the backlash. So the WNBA has just taken extra precautions in terms of the searches, you know.
okay. Looking for if
Yeah,
anyone
so
carried.
yeah. So apparently hand luggages are banned. They started banning a lot of things,
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's
So
good for them to ban it though, because it could seriously injure a player if they're moving at high speed. Like imagine you're driving to the basket and all of a sudden it lands on the field and you step on it. Ooh,
yeah.
no. Yo, that could do some crazy stuff, because
Yeah.
you see, like these athletes these days, I don't know if their body is weaker than the Jordans and the Rodmans of the past, but
Yeah.
any little bump, sometimes they don't even get bumped and they're getting injured by themselves. So imagine if they stepped on one of that. But
Yeah.
if they
Because
stepped on it, that would become a brand new ad, you know. What happens when you step on a dildo? They talk about, when you go to jail, it's like don't bend down to pick up the soap. Well, oh, the dildo
yeah.
was like the soap, man. She,
Yeah. I think it's the baby formula though.
the baby
Because
formula is
Jordan,
not.
yeah, Jordan's age group, the most kids that time in the early, I would say Jordan was born in the 60s or something.
Mhm.
60s, 70s. Most kids, like my parents, they were feeding on their mother's breast. That's different from these kids. Everything is just formulated these days. Mothers don't want to feed their babies no more with their breasts. They just, you need some Similac, man. Just get some Similac and just shut up, you know. So they started with this processed food from like childhood. So somebody like AD and these girls, they just tough for nothing.
Mhm.
So they are not built right. That's the problem. Yeah, but I don't know why the WNBA wants to ban this because nobody's watching the games, and the only time people pay attention is when it's like a publicity. Maybe Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark have maybe start pushing each other, and by then one is injured, so she's not playing. So the only attention they're getting these days is from like the off field. So I was thinking maybe they could have embraced it more better.
Yeah, but I guess they don't want, women these days is like they want the fame, but they still don't want, it's like they want everything to be perfect. But
Oh, okay.
things are not perfect, man. You
Yeah,
gotta like seize the
you gotta work.
opportunity, you know?
Yeah.
Seize
And
the
I'm like, why
opportunity.
these ladies complaining? Like this guy, and they were like, we think it's misogyny. We think it's the guys doing it. I'm like, yo, if you the guys doing it, means they are watching, right? Because somebody has to actually go to the arena to throw it. So
Yeah,
it means people are actually watching your game. So why you complain? These ladies just tending to complain queens.
yeah,
You
that
know.
happens a lot. That happens a lot. Women are never satisfied.
Yeah, yeah. And like this, is what I've realized: women really don't like other women.
That's like a double meaning right there. Women are never
Yeah, women are not satisfied.
like. Why you
My
think we have?
God.
Why you think the product came out for? Because they never.
Yeah, they never satisfied, man. They never.
And the product came out with all kind of different sizes. It's like you
Yeah,
have
different colors too.
the XL, the triple XL, the monster. It's like, and even like colors and
Yeah,
even different kind of shapes, and it's like never satisfied, man. So you gotta keep innovating. So it's like
yeah, that's
this person came to the women MB and is like, yeah, let me help you guys to innovate.
yeah. It is crazy, man. It is crazy. Anyway,
Oh
man.
yeah, it's
Hopefully,
good.
because they are complaining that they want to be paid like the NBA players. Because apparently they still make less than 100,000 a year, which is really sad because nobody's watching. You
Mhm.
know.
Oh, as you're talking
So
about that, recently there has been some kind of deal that went down with Disney and NFL, and you know about it? Like,
Disney.
or the NFL and ESPN and Disney and WWE or something like that.
Oh
I
yeah,
can't.
that's the TKO group. TKO group is the group that owns the UFC
Mhm.
and own WWE. So now they made a deal with ESPN to bring WWE to ESPN because ESPN already have NFL, so they just bring the deal to cement. I think it's like a 5 or 10 year deal with ESPN to um do that because fucking hell. In boxing, there's something called the Muhammad Ali Act, where a
Mhm.
promoter can never be the manager. A promoter can never be the manager or the sanctioning body, right? So you can only
Mhm.
take one profession in boxing. You are a promoter or a manager in order to give the boxers a chance to earn fair wages. Because if your promoter is your manager, then he's going to be cutting you multiple ways.
Mm.
And it's like, you don't want this fight? Okay, then I'm not promoting you. You don't want to take this amount, then I'm not managing you. So it gives the fighters a leeway to be able to decide their future. So now TKO, who owns UFC and WWE, wants to enter boxing. So, and in order to enter boxing, they want to do away with the Muhammad Ali Act. The reason why they are going to the UFC, to the ESPN, is because they want to bring boxing into their umbrella. So, in boxing, we have 4 sanctioning bodies. We have the WBC, WBA, IBF, and WBO. So, in the UFC, they don't have the belt organization. It just have UFC belts. So TKO wants to cut out all the belts and they want to manage, they want to promote the fighters and give belts to the fighters,
Mm.
which is really bad because if you say, okay, I'm paying you 6,000 and your CJ is like, man, I ain't taking that money. Well, if you're not
Someone,
taking that money, then there's no belt for you.
yeah, someone
You
else is
know,
going to take it too.
uh-huh. Unlike the sanctioning bodies, if your manager says, I want to pay you 6 times and say, I'm not taking, you can just end your contract and still fight for the belt. But in this way, if you say, I'm not taking, there's nowhere to go. So
Mhm.
ESPN already had a deal with Top Rank, which is a promoter, and ESPN just ended the deal. I'm like, what the hell
Okay.
is going on with boxing? So they ended the deal with Top Rank. Top Rank is the oldest and longest lasting boxing promotion from Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson to all these guys. And
So what
ESPN
does
just ended the deal.
so what does that mean for you? Because normally on Sundays you tend to watch your boxing via like Top Rank.
Yeah.
What is going to happen now? Because
Yeah. Boxing has been fragmented since last year. That's why there's no matches going on because everybody's like, we don't know what's going to happen. So, boxing will always be there, but you're not gonna get the matches you want to get.
Okay.
Yeah, because Top Rank is not on ESPN anymore. But I think hopefully they find a home. And the Saudi guy took over uh, boxing, and he's sending the matches to Saudi, and so it's just boxing is just fucked up right now,
So
And now the TKO people are coming in again, so I don't know, man.
so is this like going to be like a shakedown?
It's already a shakedown, man. It's already a shakedown. It's already a
Oh, damn.
shakedown.
So does that
It's
mean
already a
like we wouldn't be able to watch them thing for free anymore? Because before we used to have all links to watch boxing for free. Now it's like because ESPN ain't have anything for free, man.
Yeah, because we can always get the link, because oh, shit.
Or
We can always,
someone is still gonna find a link for us. Okay, cool.
yeah, the link is always gonna be there. The problem is the matches,
Okay.
right? Because it's like in the past, boxers have options.
Mm-hmm.
You can either go with this promotion or you can go with this promotion. It's like when you go to the UFC, MMA is mixed martial arts. MMA is a broad sport, but you never hear about any other organization except UFC. So anytime somebody hears UFC, the person thinks it's MMA. But
Mm-hmm.
UFC is just an organization under the broad sport MMA. But
Oh,
UFC has monopolized the game, you know.
yeah. Because
So
for me,
if you're
I
not,
don't know much about MMA, but I always hear about UFC all the
you
time.
see, because they monopolize the game. So if you're not fighting, nobody hears about the smaller promotions anymore. And if you say, okay, I fight for UFC, so I hold UFC belt, and somebody fights for other organization and holds a different belt, nobody respect them, even though he might be a better fighter than the UFC guy. UFC is like the supreme organization. So, and then they are paying you and they are giving you the belt. So if you say, man, I don't like, you want to pay me 1 million, I'm not taking that 1 million, then you are not fighting then.
You could just
You
hang up
see,
your stuff and retire because they
yeah,
control it all.
they
They
control
control
it
it
all.
all.
So look at it, right? On average, right? The top echelon of boxers, right? Let's say Canelo Alvarez, he earns $40 million a fight, right? 40 million. The highest of UFC in the past was Conor McGregor. Now, maybe they'll earn like 1/3 of that, maybe 7 million.
Mm-hmm.
So a boxer is earning 40 million. The top of UFC is earning like 7 or 8 million. And the UFC as an organization is making more money than boxing as an organization. They have a lot of sponsors, right? And a year they're making more than $1 billion a year. And the deal they signed with UFC with ESPN is 1.5 billion a year with the ESPN. So on average, they bringing in like 3 billion, and they are paying their fighters like peanuts.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so
Like,
it's what
these guys
unlike
can
in
give
boxing.
everything for free.
Yeah, unlike in boxing, if you are a top fighter, you can say, okay, I want uh 5 million upfront, 30 million in the back, depending on the pay-per-view buy. And then, when you rent out an arena, you rent out the whole place. So the water, anytime somebody buys water, it doesn't go to the arena owner, it goes to the promotion. They buy water, food, drink, a t-shirt, anything you buy in the arena goes to the organization, not the owner of the building. So just imagine there's multiple ways they make money, but UFC just takes everything, you know. So yeah, but most fighters don't read anyway. So like, yeah, man, they're gonna lose out at the end, man. Anyway, go on.
Yo, these guys are just worried about getting their first bag, so
Yeah.
you know because a lot of these boxers, I think, it's like they come from nothing. It's
Mm-hmm.
like And I think most of them are more focused on just like making it out, so they don't really even care about the contract. It's just let me just sign. Well, where do I sign? Let me just sign.
Yeah,
After they sign, and then they're deep in, then they realize, oh, I probably made a bad deal.
yeah, yeah,
These guys are actually ripping me off, and I'm taking punches in my head for this, but
yeah.
it's messed up.
And by they by before they retire, they have brain injury plus no money, no health insurance, and like it's crazy, man.
And
It is
then
crazy.
the next thing about it is, even when, like you were talking about, with the monopoly of these like big promoters, is like it makes it even harder for the boxers, because even if you want to pick and choose, you can't really pick and choose that much because they control it all.
The
And
controller.
it's like, if you want to get your name out there, like to let people know you're the shit, you're the man, it's like you
Yeah,
still have to take their sloppy deals.
you have to. You have to. It's boxing is it was better when it was free. You have a lot of promoters, so whoever wants to pay you the highest, it's a free market economy. You can go whoever promoter you want to go with. And these promoters also got a little greedy. So when the Saudi guy first came in, he was paying a lot of money above market average, right? And
Oh,
he
by the way,
what he did was
in the NBA, they have this council that sort of protect the players.
yeah,
Like they make sure that deals are in a structured way to kind of help out the players. I forgot the name of the what
yeah, the
what they are.
CBA.
Yeah, the CBA. Does boxing have a CBA?
Yeah,
Like,
the
or
boxing they don't really have a CBA, but they have the Muhammad Ali Act. It's enshrined in the Constitution of America,
okay.
whereby a fighter is supposed to be told how much he's earning and what the percentage. So they have a standardized fee across. So if a manager negotiates a contract for you like 7 million, the manager is entitled to 7%, and the
Mhm.
coach is entitled to 2%. So you are taking home 90% before tax.
Okay.
So it's enshrined in the Constitution of the US. That's the only spot in America where the government had to get involved, because for a very long time, the Italian mafia was ruling the game. It's okay. You are losing at the seventh round, so
Oh, wow.
so the mafia used to control boxing for a very long time until the 2000s, where most fighters the fighter is losing all of a sudden, he just got knocked out. They were like, yeah. And they were like, yeah, they said I have to lose at the seventh round at this particular time. I'm like, yeah, so the government has to get involved. That's why they had like the Muhammad Ali Act, you know. So
Mhm.
now that this monopoly is coming in, and the Saudi guy was like, man, I love boxing, man. So I want to get involved. So he came with like, okay, I want to be the angel of the sport. And he got this promoter from the UK. He's like a very good promoter at the end. And he's like, okay, Eddie, I'm gonna pay these fighters a lot of money to fight. And then he was paying these guys a lot of money. And
Mhm.
slowly by surely, as he was getting his foot into the door, he just started cutting all the promoters.
Damn.
And then only one promoter, top rank on ESPN, and one black guy.
Mhm.
Him was like, yo, we got to be careful. We got to protect what we have. But this guy just came from Saudi and is giving you guys money. And all the promoters four promoters just ran to the guy. Oh, we're going to help you. Since you say you love boxing, just give us the money, we'll pay it. So they started sending the fight to uh Saudi, and the guy was not saying anything. He was just there, just. And after 1 year, he was like, okay. Once he understands the business, he's just like, okay, I have
Oh,
my own, I have my own promotion now. Whoa! So he just,
whoa.
yeah, whoa. So the guy that helped him came into the game. They was like, I don't want to have belt anymore. So that same guy is aligning himself with the TKO guy who is now going to ESPN.
Hmm.
So you see what they did? That guy came in, bought everybody, paid them a lot of money, understood the game, and it's like, now I don't want to do with you anymore. So he aligned himself with the UFC, the wrestling guy, and those same entity are going to ESPN.
Hmm. That's what they call a shark, man. Wolf in sheep clothing. Just come in and just devour everything.
Yeah. And he didn't even have to do much. He didn't even have to do all the heavy lifting. He just gave these guys a bunch of money. So he just promote the fight, and he just crossed his arm after he got leverage. And it's like, okay, I don't think I need you guys anymore. And those same guys are complaining, man, we thought he liked boxing, man. He just wanted to control everything. I was like, sure, I've seen that coming. Like, goodness gracious, man.
Like, I'm taking it all, bro.
I take it all.
It's all mine.
Yo, these guys are crying like little girls, man. Yo, so boxing has been a shamble, man. Boxing has been a shamble. So we don't get a fight because the boxers are like, we don't know what's going to happen. So we want to just watch from the sideline and see who is going to come on top, and we all go there. Yeah. So unlike in the past where there was boxing every weekend, now it's sad, man. Because these TKO guys, they are friends with Donald Trump. So last week they were like, okay, we need to change the Muhammad Ali Act. And Trump was like, yeah, I think we need to change that. So they're going to go back. So now, this shit is crazy, CJ. So they are going to go into the Senate. I think before the year ends, they are going to come out with a new rule in the Constitution of the U.S. to change the rule from Muhammad Ali Act so that these people can control boxing, man. So now, look at it. They are not only controlling boxing now, they already control the wrestling arena. They control mixed martial arts. So WWE, UFC, and boxing. WWE have its own belt. MMA, UFC has its own belt. Now boxing is going to have one belt.
Complete capitalism, man.
You see what I mean? And these
boxers the small guys will never win again, man. They never win again.
Never win again.
They're not gonna be making that 90% anymore. It's gone.
Hell no. Imagine Tank Davis making 30 million versus Ryan Garcia, and
the best option is the best option is to do like Mayweather, man. Do the Mayweather way. That's the best way to probably make some money in the future. Everybody gonna have to be a different version of Mayweather.
Yeah. But these guys, these newer day boxers don't want to do their own pro. You know, Mayweather was everywhere. Mayweather was doing wrestling. He was dancing with the stars. He was trash talking. These boxers can't even string two sentences together, CJ. That's why nobody wants to put mic in their faces. These guys can't talk to save their lives. It's like they are mambo rappers. Like, nobody want to hear this guy talk. They are not introspective. They can't speak. They don't have anything to talk about. He said, what do you think about a fight? Man, I'm going to knock that bomb out, man. That's it. That's the only thing you are getting as an interview, CJ.
That's what you call brain damage.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, you fight twice a year.
It's like you get so many punches that you have no ideas in your head anymore.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. If you think about it, it is really fucked up. I'm like, yo, it's not like English is your second language. If English is your second language, let's say you're coming from a French-speaking country, then it's cool if you can give an interview in English. But yo, English is your native tongue, and you can't even string two sentences together. How am I going to buy your fight?
Yeah, they gotta be like, what's that guy name, man? The I forgot his name, but there was one cool looking Mexican guy, I think, that we watched back in the day, and he has his swag, and he does a lot of autographs. You gotta be like him.
Okay, yeah,
they gotta be like him. I forgot his name, man.
Julio Cesar Chavez,
maybe a Chavez or something like that, but
yeah,
he go to all kind of different football. I think one time he was even playing baseball. It's like he do a lot of. I think he even do maybe some.
That's Canelo. Is he still fighting?
Yeah, he's still fighting. He's still.
Oh,
fighting.
then he's Canelo.
Yeah, he's just
Yes,
one of those.
Canelo.
You know,
Yeah, he's making a big buck, man. He
and
can't even.
It's like we did a video on him, like highlights and everything.
Okay.
Highlights, like all his stuff back one time, and we're about to do. Yeah, when we were doing
I think
those,
it's Canelo.
I think it was our only time before we get banned.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's Canelo. That guy is good because he's not only concentrate. Because if you only focus on one sport, there's no way you're gonna grow your brand. You know, that guy he does golf, right? So he's bringing audiences from different sports, you know. But these guys, you only see them, or they only give you an interview when their fight is coming up. I'm like, okay, I have a match next month, and I'm gonna knock this bitch out. That's all you get, you know. They're not gonna, yeah, come on, man. That's why TKO taking over the sports of boxing is going to affect them long term, because it's not like you can self-promote. So they say, okay, even if the fight generates 30 million, you're only going to get like 1/3 of that price. So okay, you're going to give you 3 million. Take it or leave it. You know? Yeah. So enough of these bombs, man.
Yeah, give me a second. You could start the next topic, but give me a second. I'm coming.
All right. So we going straight to the student loan debt. So let me remove this. We saw a video on, was it on X or TikTok?
Month for 2 years.
Let me start it over.
So as it turns out, the student loans that I've been paying $1,500 a month for 2 years have a 17% interest rate. So what I thought I've been paying off for all this time, I'm actually, I owe more than what I started off with. What the fuck? So, Jeff Bezos, this would be a really cool fucking time to Venmo me, bro. I owe $90,000, and I didn't even spend that much on school. Any rich person, please tap in. Kourtney Kardashian, you probably have 8 houses. I'm never gonna be able to buy one because I went to college. I just signed up to be an egg donor. Guess what? Got approved. Who wants my fucking kids? I can't afford them, so start a bidding more. Just fucking take them. What do you want? My left arm too? What the fuck am I supposed to do? I'm gonna be in debt for my whole fucking life. How does that even make sense? I signed up for this shit when I was 17. This should not be legal, bro. I got upset about it at work, and my coworker was like, don't you have a rich relative who can pay that for you? No, my family's poor. No. And the worst fucking part is, bro, look where I am. I can't go in because I can't spend money, but I just want to be here because it makes me feel better.
Oh,
yeah, that one is sad, bro. That's sad.
It is sad. Just to be educated, you got to go through all these BS. Where are the parents, though?
How much money did she say she owe in the end?
I think 90,000.
Yeah, but to me, 90,000 is not that much. To say,
not that much. People are only $500,000.
Your mind over is because if I were to go abroad and study, yeah, I'd probably be paying 90,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'll probably have that kind of loan, just for me going to a foreign country and studying, and for instance, when Chinese students even go to the US to study, 90,000 is a drop of water in the bucket. So it's to me, she shouldn't be freaking out that much about it.
I don't think CJ is paying attention to the modernity that is encircling all of us. She's attention farming. That's what she is doing.
Yeah, it
uh,
has to be like some, because to me, 90,000.
student loan debt is a real thing, but
It's a real thing. But
she's
to me,
just attention farming.
90,000 is not something that you should freak out that much about. Like, you could make $90,000, like, especially if you got your degree. If you went to the school and you come up
Yeah.
with nothing and you have to probably work at Walmart. Oh,
Then that's a problem.
That 90,000 is a problem. It's a real
Yeah.
problem. But if you end up like improving yourself and you could actually get a decent job, then you should be able to overcome 90,000. But the only thing that I find is messed up about the whole loan shit is that students loans should be in a point that you should be only like the money they should be making you pay is like maybe paying the interest. It shouldn't be
Yeah,
like
so
you shouldn't be
that's a
like
problem. Then.
the interest accumulating on you while you're
Yeah.
still studying. That
Yeah, that's
part
nasty.
is messed up. And the next thing that what probably happened with her, maybe she didn't take that much of a big loan.
Yeah, she didn't.
So now it's like, oh, I have to pay 90,000 and probably I just borrow $1,000. It's like, yo, shoot me.
Yeah.
Imagine
Yeah.
you borrow $1,000 and then after you finish your degree, now you tell me I have to pay 90,000. Is like,
That's wild.
I should have just
That's
steal that
wild.
house, you know?
Yeah, that's wild. And they get these keys
that is what I think is happening to her, but the
Yeah.
number itself is not large, but it depends on how much you actually borrowed.
Yeah, she said she's paying 17% interest, and I'm like, at 17, you sure? I don't know about her upbringing, but at 17, you should know 17% on any loan is a bad loan, right?
Yeah, that was a bad loan too.
Yeah, but she wasn't thinking. She was just thinking about getting the money now. That's what happens to a lot. If you need the money, cool, go for whatever interest you can afford. But then, because a lot of these kids think it's free money now, I'll pay when I start working. Man, who cares? I might not. I've heard some people say, man, I might not even live to be 26 to start working anyway.
But the messed up part, 17%. That is higher than the S&P 500 returns per year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That should tell you something, at least. But to me, you're 17 years old. You should be responsible enough to know that, as you said, is a shitty loan. Because it should be like 5% or something like that. And it should be a student loan should be lower. It shouldn't be like higher than the regular loan. And then her parents, how could you go get a loan when you're 17 years old? You're 17 years old. You're basically underage. You could sign the contract, but I think your parents are supposed to oversee that. So that means her parents is probably bums or something.
Yeah,
they didn't give a shit.
Yeah, because a lot of people like long-term loan. It's like growing up, we all have this perception, or maybe this delusion that, yo, man, once after college, I'm gonna be a multi-millionaire anyway. So this amount is gonna be nothing, So everybody have that. Now I'll call it delusion, But as a kid, have like a rich perception of how the future is gonna turn out to be. So that's why most students now have like some are in 150, 180. About 80% of like US adults still owe student loan, Yeah, because you don't have to pay
financial class, man.
Yeah, So, and Biden was Biden was stringing everybody along. He's like, okay, I'm going to cancel student loan debt for almost everybody, So that was his promise to do, right? So he started putting the papers in place. And once the Democrat Party told him he's not going to run again, he got pissed off. So Biden was supposed to cancel all the student loan debts.
Damn.
And the Democrats were like, I think, Mr. President, you are too old to run. So we're going to let Kamala Harris run instead. He said, no, I'm not old. He said, nah, bro, we can't have you. So once they told him, now you are not going to run again, like, hell no, man. Cancel that shit. Let them go deal with it. You know, Biden could have solved that problem, man. But, you know, they fuck him at the end. You know,
They would
so
have smiled, man. People like her would
yeah,
have smiled.
everybody was happy. Everybody was happy, you know, like, yo, finally this student loan is gonna be gone. And I'm like, yo, a rich country
Well,
like the US,
they should just make Trump happy. You would do it for them. All you
yeah,
gotta do is scratch Mr. Trump's back, make him happy, and he's just gonna, you know what? These kids these days are awesome. All student loan
yeah,
canceled. And you
yeah,
know,
all
when he
student
say
loan
you gonna do something, you do it like right away. You don't waste time, man. He don't
yeah,
waste
you don't
time.
waste time, just do it. Yeah, but then the major, the only hurdle Biden faced, Biden could have done it earlier, but the only hurdle he faced was those who already paid their student loans were complaining.
Yeah, well, yeah, I paid mine. Why can't they pay theirs? You know, that's gonna be messed up. Is how do you compensate those people? And that's like a
Yeah,
lot of years.
yeah,
That's a
you
lot
know,
of years, man.
so imagine
Honestly,
taking student loan for 4 years.
17%.
So
I never heard about paying a loan that is 17%. That sounds like when you go to a loan shark, you know, it's like you get
yeah,
it off the books, man. You ever paid 17% for something, bro?
hell no. But then look at the incentive, right? We are giving you free money now. You only start paying when you start working.
I don't want it, bro. I still don't want it. You can keep it. 17% is a lot of money, yo. It's
Yeah,
like people invest and try to make like pay investors to get you 17%. And it's like
yeah,
I gonna go to work and then after that I'm paying 17%. Nah, bro.
yeah,
No. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
But do you want the college degree now,
Right now,
which you can afford?
after I start developing a life, I kind of realize, this college degree and everything is a facade. It
Yeah, it is.
ain't make no sense because
Yeah,
everything you're learning in school doesn't really help you in real life. Like most
unless
of
you are
it,
a doctor or
yeah, most of it doesn't help you
yeah,
at all. Maybe if you
not at
do
all.
like computer science, yeah, it probably help you a bit. Like the yeah, but honestly, like after some point, like after bachelor's degree, like let's say when you're
Yeah,
doing like your masters and
nah,
doctors,
it's just an overkill at that point.
yeah, after that is like overkill. It's only if you want to become some professor and you want to write
Yeah,
a ton of papers, it kind of helps you. But other than that, is like it's not much, man. The most you learn in school that helps you in real life is the maths
yeah,
and the
algebra
English.
and all it. Yeah,
Like the math and the English, that is the two most important subject. And maybe if you
yeah,
take some business class or some accounting class, because accounting is actually a kind of practical skill that you could use in the real life. But most of the stuff
yeah,
that you learn when you come out in the real world and you go for a job, oh, you don't have work experience. You still have to go and
yeah,
look for some private class that
yeah,
teaches you the things that you need to learn to have like those work experience to go study some certificates. So to me, the best kind of education you can get is, to me, like what those people used to do in the past. Go get certified. It's
yeah.
like
Just
something
go
you
get
could actually
certified.
kind of, you just go get certified, man. Forget about those degrees, and you could actually use that and make some money.
Yeah, and things are getting wild these days. I was watching. I don't know where I watched this interview, and woe unto those that are 40 plus, and you lost your job, and now you have to go apply for a new job. Now they're putting like age limits on job applications now. Like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah,
Yo,
I think I'll probably be in that bracket because I haven't had a full time job in like.
yeah, shit is wild. Yo, I was like, this guy's like, look at me. I
But
still, it's not like it's the job I'm supposed to do. It's not like a physical job,
uh-huh.
right? If it's a physical job, then age limitation can apply, right? But it's like, yo, now they were like, If like 40 now, a lot of times 40 is the cutoff point now. So even if if you've been working for a company for a long time and all of a sudden you lost your job and you want to apply to the next company, they put a cap on the ages now. Like,
unless you're the boss in your field,
yeah,
like with the shit.
yeah,
So it's like, what I realize these days is like it's always good to learn to be an independent, and
yeah,
this is basically my dream to be
yeah,
an independent. And since I started that journey, it's like I stopped worry about not having a job or being worried about like future and ability to make money. But then it's probably
yeah,
because of my background, because I grew up with different kinds of skills. It's like since I was 11, I was helping my dad in his wood workshops. So it's like I have the skills to repair anything
yeah.
broken that is
Oh, yeah.
furniture related. I could repair it. So I could still, let's say I'm 40.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, I could probably fix some people's closet and stuff.
Fucking hell, man.
Like make some little cash. Is like some part
It
of
is.
me, like the back of my head is like I'm never worried about that aspect of life.
Yeah,
Like worst case scenario is like where there's a will, there's gonna be a way, you know.
yeah,
And
yeah.
but I
But
don't know. I don't
the
know. But
country has to find a way to, you know, offset this student loan debt, because it's not like it's stopping anytime soon.
yeah,
Like
but
people are going, yeah,
I don't think
every day.
they're gonna
Mhm.
have to impress Mr. Trump, and he's
Yeah,
probably their best shot at getting it done, because he will do it and he wouldn't give a shit about those who paid already. You just be like, man, I'm
yeah,
just doing it. And you guys could say what you want, but you would be like 100,000 Americans are happy and debt free, and that is good for the country. And he's gonna make a big speech about it, you know.
yeah,
I hope I made you guys' life better because I know it should be better. And yeah,
yeah,
now you can focus and take your time and get a job. And he's gonna make a nice, decent speech out of it. But Biden don't
yeah.
have that kind of guts. Come on. The people tell him about it. It's like, what, screw it. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
but
vote.
I was watching Biden's son interview the other day, and he's a crack addict. And the guy's
Mhm.
like, "Why do you like crack so much?" And he's like, "Well, because it's simple to make, right?" And then he forgot that he was giving the description as to how to make crack, right? When he got, and then he was like, "Oh, no, I don't want to teach. I don't want to teach anybody how to make this, but sorry, whatever. Like, crack is not good for you." But then, like, you've already set out to make crack already. This guy is funny.
Oh, so he makes it himself. Oh, he makes it
Yeah, this guy's
pure,
funny,
bro.
man.
He goes
Yeah,
pure. He ain't
yeah, he
taking
was like,
things from
yeah,
other people, man.
yeah.
At least,
They said,
at
why
least
don't you snort cocaine but you like crack? It's like he started giving. Yeah, this guy is funny, man. We will talk on that interview next time. All right,
Mhm.
man. Let's move on to China. All right. So Li Auto, in order to, the Chinese car market is like it's a wild west. People come out with like different novel ways to outsmart the market. So Li Auto came out with a very genius plan with their crash test. I want to play the video now. Hopefully it plays.
Yukon.
possible, man?
Yeah.
No, that can't be possible, man. I have to get an
You
empty
call.
trailer truck. That has to be an empty trailer truck, man. That
So
means that
that's
trailer truck is lighter than the car, man. That has to be it.
yeah. So this is a photo of the after test. So that's Lee Auto. You've seen Lee's around. So that's the newest crash test, and that took over China. But the mistake they made was, you see, the loader, they forgot to blur the logo of the company. That's Dongfeng something something, right?
Yeah, the
So
other
they forgot
the
to,
Chinese the other brand for
yeah,
the truck.
yeah. So they forgot to blur the logos.
Mm.
So now the Dongfeng trucks are losing because people that pre-ordered the Dongfeng cars say they don't want it anymore, and those that are using the Dongfeng cars to do like house removal or to move items from one location to the next, they were like, we don't want to use that car to maybe move items anymore because they are afraid of having an accident and something like that happening.
Hmm.
So Dongfeng shares is through the dumpster now,
Hmm.
and people are not buying the car no more. And Lee is saying that is the actual test. Like
Yeah,
they
but
didn't fake it.
pull back up the last the screen, like the last image.
Okay.
You see, look, this thing is elevated in the air, bro. The
Yeah.
wheels are not on the ground anymore. It's like this car scoop up the truck. The truck is flying.
Yeah.
That is crazy, man. That is wild. That is wild. I can't wait for when they take the car and they give it an international test, because like
Mm-hmm.
the international tests, most Chinese cars, they tend to fail
Don't
them
meet
in some
those.
way.
Yeah.
They don't meet international standards. So I can't
Yeah.
wait to see when this car make it on the international market and they actually test it and see if the safety rating actually make the grade. Because
Yeah.
that car can literally do that to a heavy duty truck like that,
Hell no.
that's next level,
Hell
man.
no.
But why didn't they put
Yeah.
it to do it on a Tesla? Why didn't they make it hit a Tesla and see what happened? The Tesla truck, Cyber truck, that shit would never happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like I think this type of truck is the ones where the front normally could flap down. I think it's that kind of design one they use for this thing. So when it hit
Yeah.
it, it's just like the
No, because
impact.
the company is saying, according to, even they interview a bunch of drivers, right? So apparently the head had a lock between the
Mhm.
tires. So if you want to maybe change the oil, then you
Or
just, these
change
are
the
flat
engine,
head.
you have to
So
unlock it and fold it over. It's like a folding one. Because to me, that's
yeah.
like,
So
mm-mm.
it means the test they did not lock it, right?
Yeah, they probably didn't
And
lock it tight, or they didn't pay attention to how they do it because they didn't really care, or maybe this truck is old or something. Something is off, man,
something's
because
wrong.
this thing not supposed to flap over or
No.
flip over like that. And look at how even the truck is floating. Normally, these kind of trailer trucks, they tend to carry a lot of load. They're supposed to be
Yeah.
heavy. No one
Yeah.
pulls around an empty trailer truck like that, like for fun. That's a waste of diesel.
Yeah. So Lee been thinking they are smart. Okay, they said, okay, they apologize, but not apologizing for the video. They apologize for not blurring the Dongfeng logo. So they removed the ad and blurred the logo and put it back up. And Lee's like, Dongfeng is like, we're gonna sue you, or we're gonna bring our own truck. You bring your Lee, and then you do the test now. So
Yeah,
this
that
is
to me,
still an
that's the best
ongoing.
way to these things, I feel like these days these guys are cutting corners. Like even
Yeah.
recently, remember there was even one with someone, I think it was BYD,
Okay.
and they show off their car versus, I think it was BMW
Okay.
or Benz or something like that. One of those big names like that. And they were showing like, oh, it cannot go up. Oh, they do it with a
The hill.
Maybach versus the
Okay.
Maybach. And they were showing like,
Okay.
oh, it can't go up the icy road, but BYD can do it. And oh, like when they do it and the BYD skate over some ice corner, the other car just skate off the road. And then people were like, someone broke down the video and they were like, oh, the the Maybach car didn't have the ice tires, but the BYD car had ice tires.
Look at that.
So
Look
there's
at
like different little things that they did to make sure that they win. And even like,
okay.
like suspension test is like, oh, the Maybach car, the tires was deflated, but
Oh.
the BYD
Oh.
one wasn't. It's like the air down. Man, these people, like, I was like when I saw that, because even when someone played the video in slow motion, you can see like the tire was not that hard.
Yeah, but why you do that though? Like, come on. It's like the in a lot of different countries, like developed countries, you can't do that. You're gonna get sued, bro.
Yeah,
But these people just
they're trying to make themselves look good, but to me, like when you cut corners like that and people find out, it just makes you
yeah.
look low. It's just like low.
Yeah. So even for that even for that Lee model that they use for the crash test, they had a lot of pre-orders, but
Mhm.
majority of the people just canceled their pre-orders. They say we can't take this no more. And Lee, instead of Lee saying, "Oh, we apologize," they try to blame in China. They try to blame the regulatory body
Mhm.
because somebody needs to certify the crash test. They were blaming those people, like those people were there and they saw it too. And the guy was like, "No, you just give us your parameters as to what you want to do, and then we just say, okay, this is what you want to do. So we don't necessarily have to show up. You just give us like your crash parameters. Okay, I want my new car against that car. And like, okay, what's the load of that car? What's the weight? Then that's all. Once we see that, we just take. So there's a blame game going on right now. So I hopefully Donphan's trying to sue now because they are also losing their pre-orders on those cars. So I don't know, man. This
Yeah.
is this is wow. This is
Truck
wow.
versus SUV win.
It sounds like an Indian movie, man. This is crazy.
Yeah, man. Well,
Yeah.
what I would suggest them to try to do, like okay, you could run over trucks, you could do all of that. Go do it on a cyber truck. Let me see.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't want to offend
Cyber
Elon so
truck
much.
No, let them try it. Even if they try all their tricks, how the cyber truck is designed, it would run that thing through the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
You
trick is
try.
not gonna work, bro. It's not gonna work. But it
Yeah.
also just shows that, all right, the flaws in a lot of the Chinese car designs and the truck design, because to me, that design, even let's say they didn't lock it or whatever, that's a flaw.
Yeah. That is a flaw.
That is a big flaw in the design, because you do it like that, shit.
Yeah. Imagine driving on a highway and this happen.
Yeah, well, I see some movies like USA, like some weird crashes and stuff where I see trucks flip over like that, like the face fall
Yeah.
down. It's like I saw some of those like weird crashes like that. But to me, that's a kind of a design flaw that they probably need to
Yeah.
fix. You shouldn't make it go face dive this way. Maybe make it to pull up this way, you know.
Yeah. These people are wild, man. And
It's like you're the driver. Imagine you're the driver and you sit down in the seat like that, you crash and you're going face first, bro.
yeah, that's
Face
fucked up.
into the ground.
Ground. Nothing can
Yo.
help you. No, not the airbag, nothing. You know. And from what I got from like the commentators and like the news clipping, apparently this is common. Like the Chinese companies do it to the other, like they are doing this to each other. So Dongfeng could not, like, they have grounds for maybe to sue, but then apparently they've also done it to a few other cars. So it's like an ecosystem of just picking up on each other. Something like that is happening in the Chinese car market, you know. So
Yeah, like
this
so.
one is just egregious. Like SUV against the truck is egregious. That's all.
But they know which
Yeah,
ones to pick to do it. You know, it's like they always pick one where they could win.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
It's
wonder how much cars they wasted before they find something they could win with.
yeah, yeah. Look at this. People are
You gotta
crushed.
waste a couple cars. It's most likely a trial and error thing. You know, what was the budget for that?
Yeah, yes. This is crazy.
Oh
Anyway,
wow.
China, man.
Who thought of that idea?
Mm-hmm.
Who thought of that idea, man? But
All
hopefully,
right.
if it doesn't do good in the crash test, like the international one, everyone should come back, pull up that video, have the receipts. Oh, you said you could hit that truck, you can't even pass the crash test. That would be
Yeah,
great. That
yeah.
would see.
Yeah, this is so wild. Even now Russia is complaining about the car quality of Chinese cars. You know, all the Western cars moved out of Russia. They don't export to Russia because they were banned. So the Chinese car manufacturers took over, right? And this, like, the Russia is like, man, even though we are friends, man, I think we're gonna give you like 18% tariff on this shit, man. We don't want it, but we can't tell you we don't want it because it's like this is crazy. So like, okay,
Created.
just pay 18%, man. Some people they were like, man, you can't pay 18%. Well, then get out then. You know, they don't want to offend Xi Jinping so much. So they were like, okay, we don't want these cars, but we don't have options now.
Yeah.
So, and to close that issue on Russia, Xi Jinping and I say Xi, Trump and Putin are meeting this week on Friday. So that should be good.
They're supposed to meet to discuss like the Ukraine war, or they meeting
Yeah,
for what?
because to the Ukraine war.
So Putin is finally getting ready to lay down arms, and he's just like stalling because everyone is saying he's just stalling.
He's
But
stalling because
I heard recently Ukraine bomb up Russian airport. So to me, it's like,
they still did one this morning.
with drones. So it's like,
Yeah,
to me,
they did one this morning.
infiltrating the place. So it's like Putin have more reason to come to the table.
Yeah, he is stalling because Trump gave them extra 10 days, and the 10 days end on Saturday, which was 2 days ago, for the sanctions to kick in. So the sanctions were supposed to kick in on Saturday, right? So on Friday, they were like, okay, we're going to meet you next Friday. So now the sanctions can kick in because they'll say, I'm going to meet you on Friday.
It's like he set a time to meet. Say Friday comes and they don't meet. If I'm Trump, man, I just kick his ass to the curve, man. Put the sanctions in because I think they put the sanctions on the oil. But he did it with a different motive. He said like BRICS related countries, right? That's how the oil thing came in, right?
Yeah. But then he's still making money from the oil because they signed a deal with India where India buys the oil, refine it in India, and ship it to Europe. So Trump saw that shit is okay. India is getting 50%, man. 50% tariff on India. India was just quietly shipping Russia's oil and not telling anybody, you know. I'm like, what the fuck is why? All of a sudden, India is an oil exporting nation now. This is wild.
Yeah, Yeah, well,
You
India
know,
was buying it on the cheap.
yeah, quite on a cheap and
Yo,
sell at a market price, man.
yeah, it's hustle, man. Hustle, hustle
Yeah,
hard.
and India was the Europe was getting the oil, so they were just happy. They were not paying attention to anything,
They
you know.
knew. They don't care. Who cares? Because I not most of their imports come from Russia either way.
Yeah,
You know, they need it from a close location because the further the location, the more expensive
hmm
the shipping, you know. But because
yes,
of the war, they can't say, oh, we're taking stuff directly from Russia. It's like, oh, we're taking
yeah,
stuff from India. We don't know.
yeah.
They go,
And we
oh,
all
we
know
got it
India
from
has that
China.
oil.
No, we got it from China, man.
Yeah, that is well. And Trump got angry, just placed 50% tariff on India,
Mm.
man. So they'll meet this Friday in Alaska, and which is okay. So let's look at the last topic for the day.
Nah, man, you look like money. Well, excuse me, guys. Who's the richest person here? Nah, man, you look like money. What was your business?
I own one of the largest law firms in North America.
How much money did you make this last year?
Last year,
Yeah.
more than LeBron.
LeBron, are you a billionaire?
Well, Forbes magazine put me on the cover and said I was, so Forbes doesn't lie.
Could I interview you for 1 minute real quick?
Yeah, come on.
Have you ever been fucked over in business?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah, but I fucked back.
Did you come from a lot of money?
Shit. Listen, my dad needed a co-signer to pay cash. No, I did not come from a lot of money.
So what was your turning point to financial freedom?
I think you're born with it. When I meet people my age, I say, were you a paper boy? Because a paper route is tough.
So you don't think everybody's built for entrepreneurship?
Oh, absolutely not. Look, today in the jungle, a lion's going to be born and a sloth is going to be born. The sloth is fucked and the lion is king.
As a billionaire, what's the best financial advice you've ever received?
If it smells like dog shit, there's dog shit. If it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true.
You're part of the top 1% of the top 1%. Where are you putting your money?
I tell your viewers, read these books, A Random Walk Down Wall Street and Black Swan. Where do I put my money? Index funds for equities, tax-free bonds that yields about 4 to 4.5% tax-free, and U.S. Treasuries.
If you died tomorrow and all you had left was one more guiding principle for the younger generation, what would that be?
My best advice for everybody, life is luck. I made 1,000 left turns and 1,000 right turns. If I made one different turn, everything could have been fucking different. Everything. And yet I pat myself, oh, look how great I am. No, I'm a lucky guy. Successful people pat themselves on the back too much. What they really should do is get on their knees and thank God that those left turns and right turns ended up here.
Yo. That's some straight
W
good
in the
advice,
chat.
bro. That is some straight good advice, man. Yo.
Yeah, it's a life fuck me. I'll fuck it back, man. Yeah, man. So
Lots of
that's
left turns and right turns, man.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
So those are some business tidbits from that old man with a lot of money. So anyway,
But if you realize those kind of old men, they kind of talk all the same. You know, Robert, who's whatever is his name.
yeah, they don't sugarcoat nothing.
Yeah, they speak it the same way in the same
Yeah.
kind of vibe.
Yeah,
And if you realize they have the same kind of style, it's like that was the style back in that day, man. That
Yeah.
era. That's how
Yeah.
they rolled, man. It's like
yeah. It's not like
Respect.
if you do it this
Respect.
way, you're gonna work. If you don't, like, no, fuck it, man.
yeah, it looks like dog shit.
It's
It is dog shit. It smells like shit. It is shit. It's too good to be true. It's still dog shit. Leave it alone, bro. Yeah,
shit.
I learned that lesson recently. It looked
Yeah.
too good to be true. It is some dog shit. I paid
Yeah.
I paid the cost, but still, because I paid that fee, is like I end up meeting another opportunity. So
Yeah.
when you talk about the right turns and the left turns, it's like I can coexist with it, you know, because
Yeah.
a left turn got me to one of
Where
where I am right now, and it's actually helping me to make money per day. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
On a constant level. It's like make me encounter something that this can actually pump my bags. So
Fucking
let's see
hell.
how far I go. That is like that left turn got me into crypto, and it's like so far so good. Crypto is probably for me. I always like
Okay,
stocks, but mm-mm. I don't like stocks
yeah.
anymore. Stocks is too slow. I like the
Okay.
steroids. The
Okay.
steroids good, bro. It's good. Yeah, man. It's like for I feel like for young people with not that much capital and you want to flip it in a short space of time, crypto is your way. Remember the other days, like I told you, I was up 50% and I crashed down. Okay,
Yeah.
I crashed down. Right now, I'm back up. I'm about up like 40%, and I got better at doing what I was doing, and I made back the extra 10% with using with
Yeah.
basically using uh maybe 5% of my money.
Which is good. Yeah, which is good.
Because I,
Which is
I I
good.
don't really trust the market right now. So I'm like, you know what? We're gonna use 5%, but the principle is we gotta make money every day. That is my
Yeah.
goal. Make money every day. It doesn't matter how much money I make, but make money every day. And I'm
You
just
gotta
trying to
make
push
money, right?
myself to make money every day. And as fast as I'm making it, I'm stacking it and stashing it away.
Yeah.
And then today I
Yeah.
watched this other video, which made a lot of sense. It combines with that idea that he just put there with the left turns and the right turns.
Yeah.
And it made me realize something. It's like someone in another video I watched earlier was saying that um what was that? He was saying he was talking about crypto. He was like the impatient always loses money in crypto. It's like
Okay.
the impatient makes the patient rich in crypto. So in order to make money in crypto, you need to be patient. Once you're
Okay.
patient, you make money. And basically that is a strategy I've been using recently. It's like I was doing that blindly for the whole week and I got back my 10% by being patient. Is I just tell myself I want to make money every day. It doesn't actually happen that ways, but every day I'm going to look for an opportunity to make money. And once I see the opportunity, I'm going to jump in and take the money. And he said that. I just watched that today while I was doing that. And
Okay.
I think one of the things that makes you lucky, what the old man said, is by being patient.
Yeah.
Patience brings you luck,
Yeah.
and patience make you make different turns in life. Because while you're waiting on something, you're not gonna just stay there idle. Like
Nah, I gotta move.
you keep moving, so you're gonna make
Yeah.
different turns. And
You.
because you're waiting on one, while you're waiting on that one other opportunity, and you're making different turns, it also helps you to probably see other like opportunities along the way
Yeah.
and learn
Mm.
like different things along the way. So like even in my crypto journey, even some of my failures made me better at doing what
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing. You know, it's like I remember one time when I even bought one crypto coin, and after I bought it too high and it crashed. When it
Okay.
crashed, I was like, I don't believe in failure. I ain't taking that line down. I have to find a way for that coin to make me money all the way down.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
because of that, it made me start, and I watch a ton of other videos and listen to guys like Trump, and then these guys always in debt. I ain't in debt yet. You know what? Let's play some futures. There's only one way to go. Only one way to go back up, or you continue to
Yeah.
crash. Already down, you ain't gonna go down that much
Nah.
anymore. It's only one way you can go, and it's up. So I put leverage on the motherfucker.
Fucking hell.
So while it was down,
Fucking
it was making me money. You're down, but you're still making me money. And when you go back up, you make me even more money. I was like, oh,
yeah,
I learned the
you
game
learn the
now.
game. You learn the
So it's
game,
like
man.
that just taught me one thing about I buy a coin that I believe in, even if it crash on me, I'm gonna make it make money for me, man.
Hmm. Indeed, indeed, man.
Put some futures and leverage on that shit. Anyway, this is not financial advice. I'm not any financial expert. It's just my journey and
Yeah,
my ideas. Yeah,
for the future.
if you guys want real financial advice, find a financial expert. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents.
Fucking no. Well, you gotta make money somehow, right? So, hold on. I thought I had one more. No. Okay. So, guys, thank you for joining us, man. See you close us up, man.
All right, so anyway, it's been a nice long day, and
Yeah. Going to bed
really,
now?
not yet. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, I'm kind of hyped. Probably after I get off here, I'll go and look and see what's going on in the crypto market and see if there's some momentum.
Okay.
Probably I'll fall asleep doing it. I don't know, but something is off with me today. It's like
Okay.
I'm in a hyped up experience, like moment, a mood or something. My
Okay.
heart, my heart, you also feel a little bit weird. It's like it's probably tired or something, but I don't know, man. It's like I also
Shit.
have a crypto video I'm supposed to edit, but I'm lazy these days to record.
Okay.
It feels like a
I
lot of
think you
work.
need some sleep first. You know.
Yeah, we'll see what happens tonight. I'm supposed to go with a guy for some drinks, but anyway, guys, peace and
Okay.
love. If you guys enjoyed the show, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. We really appreciate you guys' support, and in every form and every way that you guys have been doing is like without you guys, we wouldn't even be the way where we are right now. Like all over tiny and small, just a few hundred subs and probably be shadow banned, but oh well, that's just the way it is. But if you guys keep supporting us, hopefully this shadow ban is going to disappear and the channel is going to take off like a rocket, and we could
Fucking
finally hit that 1,000 subs and get the channel monetized and on the right track so that we can give you guys better content, you know and
indeed.
improve our workstation and all the different things, like go into more detail and probably be able to give you content 24/7, like 7 days a week or some shit like that. But
Indeed.
now we will try our best to do as much as we can whenever we can to the best that we can. And I hope you guys can see that we are putting in the effort and just show some appreciation and hit that like and subscribe. Anyway, peace and love. And you guys know what it is. See you guys in the next one. Bless. And
Adios,
maybe,
amigo.
yeah,
Yo,
maybe
go get some
more.
sleep, man. Yeah.
I Walter, bless, man.
Okay. You too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Why am I getting this message now?